Good morning, guys. It is August 1st, so bunny to anyone else out there who might be a little weird like me and has to say that on the first of every month. It is a Thursday, so we've got one day to roll through the rest of the work week. Thank you for tuning in for our KHU Morning News Update. I'm Brandy Smith. I don't know if I said that already. We got Jaime over here running the computer. He's going to be tracking your comments and questions during our conversation about some of the big stories today. So go ahead and leave those in the comment section and we will circle back. The big story that we're going to be talking about today is, of course, the fire and explosion at the ExxonMobil facility out in Baytown. This is something that had a lot of us glued to our TV, to our phones yesterday, kind of watching it all develop. And right now, we don't really have a whole lot of answers about it. But I'm putting the question to you, what is it you want us to dig into today? What questions do you want us to try to answer? So go ahead and leave those in the comment section. Here's what we do know. At this moment, the fire is contained, but it is not completely out. That is per ExxonMobil folks, who have not scheduled any press conferences today to update us on the situation. So around 11 yesterday, in the polypropylene unit, there was an explosion, followed by a fire. We don't know what the cause of that is yet. 66 people got checked out. 37 people required treatment. None of it life-threatening, but we are talking about first-degree burns in some cases. There was a shelter in place in the area for about 4 hours, and Harris County is doing air monitoring, but says nothing dangerous has been reported so far. But looking at that black plume of smoke you see billowing off the flames, not exactly a great situation. We have complete coverage on khou.com if you want to check out more. We're also going to be following this all throughout the day at noon, at 4, 5, 6, at 10. So let us know what kind of questions you have that we need to go try to get answers for. Again, no press conferences scheduled by the ExxonMobil or Baytown city folk. We will keep you updated on that as well. Overnight, there was a crazy explosion in Kentucky as well. Check this out. This is a pipeline that ruptured and caused that explosion. It's in Lincoln County, Kentucky, which is south of Lexington, kind of in the central part of the state. We know one person was killed, 5 were injured, some haven't been accounted for yet, and about 75 people were forced out of their homes. 6 have burned so far. This is still a developing story, so we're keeping an eye on it. Just insane video because you can see how far this person is away from the fire, but how huge it is, how it's just glowing in the distance. They're absolutely terrifying. We'll continue to update khou.com as well on this story. Did you file to get a claim with Equifax? You're going to get that $125, right? Oh, no, you're probably not. Because so many people came forward after Equifax announced that it was going to pay out $700 million, it's getting divvied up a little differently. So you do have 2 options when you file a claim here, though. A lot of people chose the $125 one-time payment. You can also get free monitoring for 10 years, which is worth hundreds of dollars a year. So if you've already filed a claim and you picked the monetary payout, Equifax is supposed to be sending you a form. You can choose credit monitoring if you want. They haven't said how much less it's going to be, but you're not going to get that $125. So that's great news. Do want to switch to some actual good news coming out of the Astros. Did you see this trade yesterday? I went to the Lion King with our kids. Walked out and my Twitter feed had just blown up because the Astros, with 2 minutes to spare to the trade deadline, picked up Zack Greinke from the Arizona Diamondbacks. This guy is a 6-time All-Star. His record right now for the season is 10-4. Just killer, and fans are a little bit excited. So first, the Astros, they tweeted this: "Welcome to Houston, Zack Greinke." Pretty cool, right? I love this video that comes next. So basically insinuating, is it going to go? It's going to go?
Yes, it should. Hold on.
Jaime's over here. There we go. Like Greinke's the final Infinity Stone, and the Astros are just going to blow up the world, basically. It's hard to argue with that, right? Because now they will have 4 of the top 15 starting pitchers in the MLB. That's pretty all right. So that's how, news outlets are covering it. Players are reacting too. Justin Verlander says, well, that escalated quickly. And then Bregman just used smiley faces and batteries. I guess he's pumped, excited, charged. I don't know how to interpret that, but there you go. Fans also pretty excited. Antonio thinks we should just build the Jeff Luhnow statue right now. Diego says, World Series, here we come. Andrew points out that here we are making this huge trade right at the end of, or right at deadline. And Andrew says the Yanks, Sox, Indians, Rays, Twins hardly did anything. So he says life is good in Houston. But even folks from other teams are excited for the Astros. Chad tweeted, take care of my boy, win him a championship, beating the Dodgers, preferably. So we put the question to you on social media this morning during H-Town Rush and asked how far you think the Astros are going to go now. And a lot of you said all the way. You think we're getting another parade, which is awesome. Hopefully we're not jinxing it, but it's a pretty good little pitching staff we got going. Dwayne says this team just went from being dangerous to scary, an unstoppable force, to be sure. I feel like that should be on a poster somewhere. World Series or bust. I think we have a shot at going all the way. World Series. So a lot of fans are very, very hopeful that he might be the secret sauce for the Astros on their way to another World Series. Fingers crossed. I'd like to cover it again. It was fun a couple years ago. We're gonna wrap it up with a secret to longevity offered by a woman who just turned 107. Take a look. She had a big birthday party. She's super adorable. Her name is Louise Signor. She lives up in the Bronx in New York. She was born in 1912. So for some context, that's the same year the Titanic sank. She's been around for a while. When asked for her secret to long life, she says, quote, I never got married. I think that's the secret. No stress, right? I think Louise has something there. She also says Italian food, eat Italian food because it's real good for you, and don't eat soda and no cake. I don't think I can adhere to that. And I've already been married, so that's probably not going to make it to 107, but she makes it look good. Your forecast today, the rain is moving out, but there's still about a 20% chance of a spotty shower today, so be on the lookout. It'll dry out through Saturday, and then we'll have temps in the mid-90s today. So there's that. Now back for comments and questions. What do you got for me, Jaime?
Well, we'll start by saying good morning to some of those of you watching. Good morning to Candy. Good morning to Sherry. Thank you guys for watching. Some people have some questions in regards to the latest on the plant fire in Baytown. Crystal was asking, is Highway 146 back open, going towards Kemah? I don't know. I haven't seen any road closures.
I think everything opened back up once the shelter in place was lifted at 3 o'clock yesterday.
That's what I thought.
Like we could holler. I don't want to holler with the microphone on though. But this is the fourth plant fire we've had in Harris County in 5 months, which is kind of scary.
Just checking to see what everybody else is having to say. Not too many comments.
No? All right. Well, I'm going to leave this. Let us know how you think the Astros are going to do this season now that they've added Greinke to the lineup. Also, what would your secret be to a long life? What do you think has gotten you where you are now? I'm 36, so I don't know if it's necessarily a long life. I know my diet has not gotten me here because I've been eating like a 13-year-old boy, and I think it's now catching up to me. I think, well, when I was young, sleep, getting more sleep. I realize now the value of sleep.
Yes.
You should always get sleep. I don't follow that rule, but I guess that's my rule of thumb.
It's kind of hard, especially with our work schedules.
Yeah. Jaime gets here at 4?
Yes.
I get here at 2:30. Do not like it. But I like my job, so I guess there's that. There will be another update on here at 2:15 this afternoon. If we don't see you then, have a great day. See you tomorrow.